Hey, all my learning beauties. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. So, I was going to come on here and do a parenting video. Well, I still am. It's so hard for us parents to know whether or not we are on top of our game or doing it right or whatever. Trust me, today was one of my oh my God, I am broken days. I felt so broken. Sorry, I'm walking around my house. Just broken. My son is, struggling in school, and not because he can't do it, but because he just doesn't care. He's hit that pre-teenage thing. Oh my God, my makeup is so horrible. It's okay. We're going to be washing that off here in a second. Yes, together. Anyways, he's hit that teenage age where he just doesn't care about crap. Sorry, making me some tea. If you're wondering what kind, it's the vanilla chai by whatever, the Biglow. Just some cheap tea I could get because I needed tea in my life. Doing the keto, I have to find something that kind of, represents my love of tea. No, really, I can do pretty much any tea, but yes, I have to do my tea. And then I always do it with my monk fruit drops. Okay, anyways, back to what we were talking about. I today felt so defeated. I knew my little son. I couldn't figure out why he wasn't going to sleep the last 3 days. I'm like, something ain't right. I give my son melatonin because he has a hard time sleeping, and I know when to give it to him. And it's been okayed by the doctor and everything else. So for him to just be getting up randomly at 11, oh, I hit my head on the bar. Oh, I fell out of my bed. And, not even remotely tired. Something was going on. So I found out he had been sneaking one of the phones that isn't activated up to his room to play video games. So yeah, not happy. Oh, that looks so bad. So he got caught this morning because I finally figured out there was one spot that I hadn't looked at in the 3 days that I had been trying to figure out what was going on. Let's see here. Okay, you can see me. Oh, except for I forgot my thing. So, I go up there and I take it out of his room, and I'm like, I'll discuss this with him later, because he already had been told that if his grades didn't go up, that he was going to be grounded till they went up. And for some of you thinking, oh my God, that's so harsh. My son has been in gifted and talented since he was in kindergarten, the very end of, middle of kindergarten. They wanted him in that program, so they prepped him up for it to start in kindergarten. So moving to this new area, they don't have gifted and talented, but they do have other things that they can offer. It's just, not the greatest things, but honestly, this is just a temporary stop, whatever. So sorry for the dark, had to go in the dark. So he's been told, bring up your grades or you're not going to enjoy life. Not like that, but you're just not going to enjoy what's coming. You're going to be grounded until your grades go up. Last quarter, he ended up getting an F in science, and he was given a packet the last day before a 2-week break, even though I had asked him 2 weeks prior to pick it up because they said that he could get it. And he didn't. And then he ended up forgetting it at school. So we had to do it 2 weeks after he got back from break. And then he kept on telling me, oh, I don't need to worry about it. I'm okay. The teacher said, the principal at this point actually said, it's fine. By the way, I'm using my Clarisonic. I'm using my skin sulfate-free cleanser with just a little bit of this Drunk Monkey Bestie number 9 jelly cleanser. Little sample that I picked up yesterday for my birthday over at Sephora. Anyways, I don't know. My kids know that, forgot about that. Know that they have to keep their grades up the best that they can. And he's just not trying. He just doesn't care. He's flat out told me he doesn't care. So I'm frustrated, right? I don't know what to do. And what I'm trying to get to is, if anybody out there that feels like, oh my God, what's wrong with my kid? It's not just you. Trust me. All of us parents go through this crap. Like, we really do. So don't give up. Don't think you're doing something wrong, because trust me, today I felt like that. Like, my son flat out was like, no, nobody cares about you. Everybody hates you. It was fun this morning. Ow. So I don't know. I'm just trying to get to the point. Like, don't let your kids play you, because my kid, ooh, loves to play me. And it's just that kind of, thing that us parents don't need. We're already stressed out. We're already trying to figure out what to do with our kids. So don't let them. Excuse me, I got soap in my mouth. So yeah, don't let your kid play you. Remember, you're the adult, and what you're trying to do for them is best for them. Don't let them try to tell you, oh, you're the worst person ever. Nobody likes you because you're like the meanest parent on the planet, and blah, blah, blah. Because trust me, I get that crap from my son all the time. None of the other kids here like you because you're so mean. Blah, blah, blah. Well, hard to believe, considering most of my kids' friends come here to hang out. So they always ask, can they come here? Can they spend the night? Oh, I got that crap in my eyes. But parenting is really hard. And then, I have my daughter with Down syndrome. If you're tuning in for the first time, because I've done so many videos, I have 5 children. I have a 15-year-old daughter with Down syndrome. I have a 13-year-old son who will be 12-year-old son that'll be 13 in May. And then I have a 10-year-old daughter. I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I have a 1-year-old. Like 1.5, whatever. My oldest has Down syndrome. My son has stubbornness syndrome. I don't know. We've taken him in to get seen. He was diagnosed with ADD, which I don't think he has ADD. He's very bright. He's very, not to say people with ADD are not, but he can sit still. He can focus on things. Especially when it comes to video games. Video games are his life. But anyway, he was diagnosed with ADD and ODD, which, and none of you know what that is, oppositional defiance disorder. And I don't know, I just don't think he has that. That's how that goes. Like, he's a brat. He's very stubborn. He wants his way, but he's trainable. So, to say the least. Trust me, I know. I've been fighting with him since he was 4. It's been a roller coaster, a massive roller coaster, and I think I get over something and we run into another hurdle, but he's going to be all right. All right, so quickie, I'm doing my Argan Smooth Resurfacing Serum by Josie Marin, and my Valentina, can't talk, Night Revive Retinol Serum. I'm doing 2 little drops of both. I grabbed my third one, but that's my morning one. Don't know why I grabbed that. And I'm going to let this soak into my skin before I put anything else on. But the reason I came on here is, like, I was so broken today. Like, my son was mean this morning. Let me tell you, he was a little mean booger. He was telling me how nobody cared about me and all this other crap. And I know better. I do know better. But, I mean, we're human. I'm human. And stuff like that hurts. So I did let him know that, he's really not, he is grounded because he took the phone, but it's primarily because of his grades. We just want him to improve so that he gets somewhere in life and he becomes, whatever he wants to be, whether it be a gamer or a lawyer. I don't care what the heck he wants to be. Whatever he wants to be, he can be. That's all I strive for. And you have to have the grades, because nowadays you pretty much can't be anything in life. You can't even get a simple retail job without having, high school behind you. You can't be a high school dropout. You can't. So, I mean, I mean, I know you can some places, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's just education is everything. I want him to be something, and he constantly lets me know, oh, what did you become? Became a mommy to push you to go to school. No. But he knows, like, we thrive for school in here. My other girls, my daughter with Down syndrome and my 10-year-old and my 6-year-old, they have, they need a little extra help. Okay, so my 6-year-old, not so much. She's still in that, like, we're figuring out if she needs help or not. But my other two, my 15-year-old and my 10-year-old, they do. Obviously, my 15-year-old had Down syndrome, so she's in special needs class. And my other one has specialty classes that she goes to for math and reading and where they teach them how to sound out and put things together. And I cannot think of the name of that class. Don't shoot me. I know some of you out there know what it is, and I'm sorry, I can't think of it. But I don't know. I was just feeling broken. Like, man, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? I'm going to use the sample of, but I don't even know how to pronounce that. So here you go. You all can read that. I am just not, like, I'm telling you, it's off day. It's bad. I got this for my sample as well for my birthday yesterday. And I really like it. But for all of you parents out there that just feel like, you're defeated, trust me, I get it, man. I've gone to bed my fair share of times crying, just not knowing what to do, especially when he first started becoming defiant. Oh my goodness, I felt so lost. Like, why? What did I do wrong while he was growing up? And it was nothing, actually. A lot of it, he started acting up a lot when I let him play video games, and I know everybody hates, oh, there you go. But honestly, with him, that's what it was. It was a lot of video game stuff. Now it's more teenage stuff, and, gotta live with that and just deal with it and move on and, figure out when he can play games and when he can't. And right now, Monday through Thursday, there's no gaming at all. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they get 4 hours those days, each day. Like 4 hours Friday, 4 hours Saturday, 4 hours Sunday. He don't like it. Well, bring up his grade and he might enjoy getting some freedom back. All right, let's go get my tea. Put my glasses back on. And did I get my whole face? Because I was kind of talking in the mirror. I don't know if I need to. I'll redo it. Yeah, whatever. There you go. I washed away my... I didn't even wash away the full crappy day. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. Just don't let your kids define you. Don't let your kids make you feel like a failure. I mean, all kids are gonna go through different things. Excuse the hell of a mess behind me. Ugh. I'm telling you, I'm defeated. Can you see that? That's I had one kid home sick today. One. I had all of my kids home on Monday with fevers. They went to school Tuesday, all except for one, because she decided to wake us up at 2 o'clock in the morning, saying she was late for school, which she was not. And I was able to get the other 3 off to school, but she stayed home, which was fine because we got to go out for her birthday, which was on the 1st, and go shopping. So yesterday on my birthday, I took my daughter out shopping. It was so much fun, seeing her smile, and it's my 15-year-old. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't really know what the point of this is, other than I come on here and I do all these inspirational videos, blah, blah, blah. But don't let... It's okay to feel like you failed for a little bit. But in the end, you're a parent. You're always going to have to figure out what works best for your child. Like, none of these kids are the same. I was telling my son today, when things finally calmed down, I said, you know what? When you get a job, they hand you this manual and they're like, okay, this is what we want you to do. Or you go to a training class and this is what we want you to do. When you have a kid, sure, you can go get books that'll help guide you or give you different disciplinary things or whatever. But in the end, unless your child is just like that, it may not work. You may have to tweak that manual or that book that you're reading, or you may have to dive into it deeper and rewrite it yourself. And that's what I've had to do. I read so many books on trying to get him just settled, figured out, so that things were moving smoothly in the house. And I did get him there. And just because things are getting a little rocky now and they're getting a little rough like they were when things first started, I have to remember, I have to step back. And sometimes the best type of love is tough love. And when I say this is going to sound really cruel, but when I finally got my son to chill his role, not be as aggressive, I don't know what you want to call it, was actually backing off on all the affection. Not saying that he didn't give him any, because I'm a very affectionate person. I love my hugs. I love my kisses from my children. Like, that is my thing. But what I was finding is he would tantrum. He'd blow up. I'd ground him. Or actually, when it first started, I didn't really ground him. I was just, I would put him in his room for a few hours and whatever, let him out, and we'd move on. But I found that he was coming out to give hugs to try to get out of things. Mom, I want a hug. I want a kiss. Oh, okay. Don't get me wrong. I wanted them. But the more I let that happen while he was in trouble, the more he tried to get out of things, and the more he felt he could get away with things. So what I ended up doing is I didn't let him do that. He'd get in trouble and he'd have to stay in his room. Period. End of discussion. Once things were better, then he was allowed to get a hug and a kiss from me and all that. For a little bit, it was very rough. It was very rough. And that, if you would like to hear about that scenario, that's when he was younger and how I helped get him to where he is now. Yes, I'm complaining about him now, but he is also older and starting to have hormones, which is another thing that I have to remind myself. Oh my goodness, hormones. Not only do I have his hormones, I have my 15-year-old daughter's hormones, with the factor of her, age-wise is not necessarily 15 all the time. I've got my 10-year-old who's getting ready to go into hormones. Oh my God. But you know what I'm saying. Like, hormones take a big toll on us. Remember when you were a kid and you were everywhere. If you're a female, man, I remember crying over everything. Man, it was rough. It was rough. So I also know for males, boys, they go through their hormonal changes and the rage comes out and they go down, the rage comes out. And so not only am I going to have his rage, I'm going to have my daughter's hormonal everything, which we already have that actually. That started 3 years ago. Is that right? I don't even know. I have another one that's probably going to get ready to start because I started early. She's probably going to start early too. Yay. But it's okay. You work through it and you just chug along. We're parents. That's what we're here for. We are parents and we just need to enjoy being a parent. Take your defeat for a little bit if you're feeling defeated. Or walk off. I walk off a lot. Let me tell you, I walk off, I sit, and I ponder. While they're at school, I ponder. And talk to your friends, man. If you have to, vent. I talk to my friend Debbie. I talk to my friend Megan. I talk to my mother-in-law. Oh, my Lord, does my mother-in-law get an earful. I do talk to my mom as well, but she had foot surgery, and there's been some other little family things that, I've been trying to give, not a space. I call to find out what things are going on. Just don't want to vent on my stuff to them right now. But in the end, we're ultimately the parent, and what we feel is right is what is right. So don't let that defeat get you too long. Find somebody to vent to, vent it out, and stop and think. And talk to your spouse. If you don't have a spouse, talk to somebody very close to you that knows your parenting technique and let them help you. Let them help you figure it out. I know a lot of people called me commando mom, drill sergeant mom. And I was for a while. And honestly, this is how my house is going back to. It's going to be very strict because without it being strict, especially with 5 children, you get walked on. you get walked on. Don't let that happen. But I'm going to let you guys go. I just want to let you guys know I did feel very defeated. I'm going to go take my vitamins. I'm going to go chill out and watch a movie. If you want to know, here's the, I take this company's, it's called Sports Research to Triple Strength Omega-3 Fish Oil. My husband takes it too because we're doing the keto. I do take the men's collagen by Use Theory. I take the All-Cartine. And I take this biotin for right now, but I'm going to be hopefully getting a better quality brand. But this works for now. And these are all suggested by Thomas. I can't think of his name. I'll link him, or I'll put his name down below, or link him. I'll try to link him down below in my description box because I watch him religiously. He's great on keto and explaining everything and how the fats help. You end up burning the fat that you eat, and then it burns your fat so that you can lose weight. And just, he explains everything. He's amazing, and his story is so amazing. And if you're looking for some good keto groups as well, let me know. I'll join you in on a few that I'm in. I do follow Thomas too. Kind of feel like I stalk him, to be honest. But I don't. My husband stalks him too, if that's the case, because this is how we got. This is all the suggestions right here. And if you'd like to have a video of just some cool, simple but yummy keto meals, let me know. Anyways, for now, I'm going to let you go because I rambled. But thank you for listening to me and the fact that I felt defeated. But getting it out there and talking to all of you has really helped me feel better. And I'm now going to go figure out more stuff, because that's what I do as a parent, and probably straighten up this living room because it's driving me nuts. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Remember, you're amazing. Continue to rock on and be you, and be that strong parent that your child needs. They really do need a parent, not a friend. Not to say that you need to be mean to your child and not be friendly with them, but be their enforcer. Be their guide. Be their strength. You need to be their strength, because they don't have that right now. They don't know how to have that right now. They're too young. They're still trying to figure out who the hell they are. So we are their strength, and we are their cheerleading squad, and we are who we are. We are the parents. We guide, and we take them to where they need to go. And if in the end all our guidance doesn't get them where they should be, then you know in your heart that you did everything in your power to try to get them to be the best person ever. I love you all. Rock on.